couple things like Dr. Gasquet said. While you're out and about, you represent obviously first yourself. Most important. And so you want to present the best version of yourself to everybody that you come in contact with. Second, you represent your school, and whatever school that might be. And that's important for as we represent that, we want to represent that with pride. And then your families as well, and then obviously our community. And so let's make sure that we're well behaved when we're out and about, dealing with your best behavior. I'm not too worried about that, but I need to be able to say that just so that we can, at the end of the day, in case something does happen, we go, hey, you talked about that before you left. And so make sure that works. Listen, the things that you've chosen today to be a part of the career day doesn't obviously lock you into anything that you're going to pursue. You may end up at the end of the day today going, no, that's not what I want to do. That means it was just as valuable as those people that went and said, absolutely, this is something that I'm interested in. And so understand that there's value on both sides of that. And so we want you to have a good time. We want you to have a good day. Like Dr. Gasquet said, I've been a part of school districts for 20 plus years now, and this is the first school district that's partnered with a group as large as this and had volunteers that were able to take a group this large. We have over 200 people, that are going out today. And that's pretty impressive, and we want to continue that. And we want to make that even bigger next year. So you're a big part of that. You're going to see some crews around. Our AD department is going to various sites. If you see them with cameras, they may ask you some questions and want to interview you on some of those things. Do that if you don't mind. If you're too embarrassed, it's okay too. But just act normal for them too. We always put together a little collage, a little promotional video to this. That'll be done, I'm sure, in a couple weeks, our AD through. So just know that when you see those out there that you were able to do that. But once again, when you're with these adults and with you, they've given up time, they've given up a plan for you to be a part of these things. And so make sure that some listening to them, just as you would listen to an administrator or a teacher or somebody else within the school district. We've arranged transportation. I believe they've arranged lunches for you. There's been a lot of work put in behind the scenes. So I want you to enjoy the day.
My name is Steve Domino. I chose firefighter because it's something I've been wanting to do since I was dedicated, and it's fun, and just want to save people.
My name is Thomas O'Leary, and I chose this because I just want to help people, and it's like one of the best ways to do it. And I think it looks really fun, it's really cool, and it's a lot of cool people. What? I don't know.
Okay. My name is Tristan Adrian. I chose the path as a spirit for the bad, and I just want to save people, save lives. So. I don't know.
I'm Heather. I chose this career path because I want to support everyone.
High school guys like you looking for what am I going to be when I grow up kind of thing. I was there, and I wanted to be a pilot. I always wanted to. But I was going to tell them about one of your colleagues a few years ago from Marble Falls High. When I met him, I didn't know anything about him. He was like this guy, he's just huge, except he was blonde, big, tall, blonde kid. And after I did my spiel, and we were walking out the door, he walked up behind me and he said, "Hey, Mr. Shaw, can I go flying with you?" I said, "Yeah." And I pulled out my calendar. I said, "When do you want to do it?" Because just like that. I said, just like that. So I put him on a calendar, and I can tell now when that same guy taxied in here in a twin-engine airplane and bought me lunch over at Chicken Express. Taxied in a twin-engine airplane. He got an $80,000 scholarship to Laterno University, which is a good school. And I don't want to get off on a bunny trail, but they have the best airframe and power plant mechanic school in the state. And that guy has got an $80,000 scholarship. When he leaves, he'll have a Bachelor of Science in Aviation Management, an airframe and power plant mechanic license, and he'll be a commercial pilot in multi-engine airplanes, single and multi-engine airplanes. Man, I wish I'd had a shot like that going into college.
So what made you pick this job? Well, I have a lot of aviation in the family, and so sort of born into it, I guess, with Air Force and aircraft maintenance as well. And aviation is just something that I've always been really interested in from a very young age. And I always knew that was something that I wanted to do, whether it was flying or, you know, whatever it happened to be. And so I, you know, maybe 10 years ago or so, it sounds like a long time, but I started to meet a few people around here and made some friends and started hanging out and got offered to work here, and I started getting hours working on airplanes. And when I had the experience that I needed, I went and got my certifications to become a licensed mechanic. And then also along the way, I got some flying instruction, got my pilot's license. And so that's nice because the two kind of go hand in hand. And it's a lot of fun.
Why did you choose on?
Because I want to go into business management in college.
I chose entrepreneurship because I'm about to own my own company for landscaping, and I feel like this tour is actually going to help me figure out like ways to grow my own business and just to make it more successful.
Okay.
But Career Day we've been doing for I think a dozen years or more, and we take today they said a little over 200 junior high school students, and they go to 20 different career options, and they kind of get to pick and choose what they're interested in. So today this is entrepreneurship. So I'm taking them to 3 businesses where they teach them how they got started and how they operate. And so, first one, Miss Lollipop.
I did my student teaching actually here at this campus, and I went to school at this campus. So I've got my heart kind of in this area for sure. And so really, I just love that I've been at this campus for about 15 years now. I think this year's my 15th or 14th, somewhere in there. You kind of lose track after a little bit. And so I've seen kids grow up, get jobs, move into their careers. One of my past students is at the allergy place, and she got to give me a shot. I'm sure she loved that. So there's just some wonderful things.
It's a higher interest rate account versus a savings account or a checking account, but you're locked in terms on certificates. So you can have a 3-month, a 6-month, a 12-month, a 36-month. But what that does is it locks your funds in for that amount of time while you generate the interest on there. You can always have access to your money, but you're gonna have a penalty to withdraw it. So don't think it's in there and it's stuck forever. You have it, you're gonna lose the interest that you've earned.
I'm Jared Smith, and I chose finance because I'm interested in business and wanted to see what was behind the scenes at a bank.
Alright, I'm Noe Gonzalez, and I'm here with...
my name is Dakota Morrissey. I'm the Daily Trib news editor.
Alright, nice to meet you. So what do you guys do here?
We write the news, we do the radio, we put out magazines, we try to let people know what's going on.
Alright, how do you feel to teach these kids what you do?
Man, it's awesome. You guys are pretty sharp. They've been really intelligent. They've done some exercises. We've talked about the ethics of journalism. I've been really impressed with their, sort of ability to communicate effectively and write effectively just in such a short amount of time.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Alright, I'm Noe Gonzalez, and I'm here with...
Anna Moyer.
Alright, what did you guys do here today?
Today we learned about the different types of media. We got to be on the radio and record stuff and learn about sound editing. And then we were in the back with some of the writers, and we learned about how the article should be structured, what to use, and which connections are best to have.